Hi everybody, my name's Amanda. I'm the cosplay team lead for OdaFest. I'm here today to talk about some of the different cosplay events that we have at OdaFest this year. I'd also like to talk a little bit about cosplay repair kits, how to put together your own cosplay repair kit to carry with you at the convention, what I carry in my cosplay repair kit at the convention as a cosplay team lead, as well as what you can also find at OdaFest provided by the convention if you do have a mishap with your costume and need to repair it. Our first cosplay event of the weekend happens on Friday afternoon. It's called the Cosplay Showcase. This is the type of contest you would enter if you're a cosplayer who puts a lot of effort into creating your own cosplay costume. This is the type of contest that is judged solely on the creation of the cosplay costume and has absolutely no stage performance necessary. We meet together in the judging room, you get placed into a category, and our judges look specifically at how you've made your costume, what materials you've made it out of, and how you've put it together. This is also the contest that people who make cosplay costumes for commission can enter. You don't have to be the one wearing the costume, you just have to be the one who's made it. You can bring someone wearing the costume and have the judges look at it. You'll be the one winning the prize though, because you're the one who made it. Coming up next on Saturday is all of our big performance contests. We kick off the day with the C4 qualifiers. The C4 stands for Clara Cow's Cosplay Cup. It's an international cosplay contest that happens every year in the Netherlands, and we here at OdaFest host the qualifiers for the Canadian representatives. This is the second year that we'll be hosting this event, and we're super excited to see what people have to offer this year. This is a contest that you enter in teams of 2. You create your own cosplay costumes as well as an amazing stage performance to show our panel of international judges and wow the audience. The prize for C4 is a trip for 2 to the Netherlands to compete at the C4 Championships next year in the Netherlands. Coming up next on Saturday is one of the biggest events of the weekend at OdaFest. It is our fashion show and skit contest. We start off with the fashion show. That's the walk-on portion of the contest, where cosplayers who've either made or purchased their costumes can come up on stage and show them off to the main events room crowd. Our judges will be looking for how well you can pose on stage in your outfit and how well your outfit looks together as a whole. After the fashion show, we move right into the skit contest. This is for those people who want to be able to wow the crowd with their stage performance. This could be anything from a dance routine, a song, a skit, even a monologue, or a musical performance if you play any musical instruments. These are all things that are acceptable with the skit contest. The big thing you have to keep in mind though for this year is we have implemented a new rule that any performance has to be minimum 80% self-choreographed. So unfortunately, pre-choreographed dances and routines that are mimicked directly from an anime or TV show won't be allowed in the skit contest this year. However, if you still want to see those amazing idol performances that you've seen in previous years of the skit contest, stay tuned, I've got some big news later in this video. After we've wrapped up all the big performance events on Saturday, on Sunday, we have a little bit more of a laid-back event for you. If you've liked Mr. and Miss OdaFest in the past, you're gonna love Stars of Cosplay. It's a new contest we've come up with this year that plays on the same popularity contest format that Mr. and Miss OdaFest has in the past. You're still gonna have 2 teams, you'll choose which one you'd like to represent, you're given a voting number and we take your picture, and then people vote on their favorites. We award the prizes at closing ceremonies. This is the type of contest you'd enter if you want to walk around and enjoy the convention on Sunday, but still want to be able to show off your costume in a contest setting. Another event that happens on Sunday is How It's Made Cosplay Edition. This is like a science fair, but all about cosplaying, how to make cosplay costumes, how to make different types of props, other skills like cosplay photography, posing for cosplayers, and a whole lot more. We've seen some amazing presentations at How It's Made over the years, and we really are excited to see what the cosplayers bring this year to the event. We have a couple of new things for cosplay this year at OdaFest, starting with the Idol Festival. If you're a fan of idol anime and the amazing dance routines you see in those types of shows, you definitely want to check out the Idol Festival. It's part of our outdoor programming on Stephen Avenue, and you'll find it throughout the weekend. You should definitely check it out. We've got some amazing groups lined up to show off their dances that they've practiced with many hours of hard work and dedication. The last thing I have to announce is the Comprehensive Cosplay Award. This award is something we've come up with to encourage cosplayers to take part in all of the core components of being a cosplayer. Not only being able to create amazing cosplay costumes and have a lot of creativity, but also feel confident in stage performances and personal interaction. The way that you'll enter this contest is by entering all of the other cosplay contests at OdaFest over the weekend. You'll earn points towards your total score just by entering the different contests. Obviously, if you win, you'll earn a few more points, but it's all about being able to show off all of the different skills when it comes to being a full cosplayer. Last thing I wanted to talk about today is the one thing that every cosplayer never wants to have happen at a convention. Something breaks or rips on your costume. Every cosplayer's worst nightmare. It happens. This is how you can deal with it. The best thing to do yourself is to have your own cosplay repair kit. My #1 tip for that is take note of how you've made your costume and what materials you've used to put it together, and put a little bit of everything you've used to make your costume into a little bag. Have a little bit of everything that you've used to make your costume available to you throughout the weekend. I've also brought along with me here today my cosplay repair kit that I carry with me at OdaFest throughout the weekend. This way we always have a repair kit at all of the cosplay events that happen. As well, I also have it with me as I'm walking around the convention and if I spot people that are having problems. Also available at OdaFest is our cosplay repair station. This year the repair station will be located in the Sonalta room, which is a room connected to the Marriott Hotel on the 2nd floor of the south building. This repair station will be available and accessible to OdaFest attendees 24/7 throughout the convention, as is part of our 24-hour programming room. Some of the items I've brought with me here today are items that I always try to pack in my cosplay repair kit and have with me over the weekend. First off is a hot glue gun, probably one of the best items that you can have in a repair kit, as the majority of props, Worbla, things like that can all be repaired with hot glue. I do have a multi-tool for the little bits of armor and props that are sometimes made with construction materials. Got a couple different pairs of scissors. I have fabric scissors and just some crafting scissors. I've got various different types of sewing thread and some hand sewing needles. The most important thing, if you're going to make your own cosplay repair kit, is to have the colors of thread that you actually have used in your costume. There's no point in having a whole wide variety of threads if you only use 2 colors in your costume. I've got some safety pins of various different sizes and colors. We also use these for Stars of Cosplay, so kind of double duty. I've got some wig supplies here. I've got some bobby pins. I've got a comb that has a couple of different ends on it. A Tide pen in case when you are having something to eat you dribble a little bit of food or beverage on your costume. You don't want that to happen, especially if you're having your photo taken. I also have various types of tape in my kit. Everything from double-sided tape, electrical tape, painter's tape, a different type of double-sided tape, and cotton fabric tape. This is actually hockey tape, and this is probably one of the best things I have in my cosplay repair kit. It has a nice soft fabric-y texture to the top, and it sticks to just about everything. A couple other things I have are a couple different types of super glue. I have Gorilla Glue, which I find works really well for plastics, Worbla, any type of decorations on costumes. I do have traditional Crazy Glue as well, which works a little bit better for fabrics. This is actually a really recent addition to my kit, some dry shampoo. If you're wearing a wig for hours upon hours in a day, you know you get that itchy, scratchy scalp feeling. This is one of the best things to use. Take your wig off for a couple minutes, give your hair a spritz. This will really make a difference when you have to wear a wig for long periods of time. I've got a little bag here of just some tissues, a couple band-aids, some Q-tips. You never know if those new cosplay shoes are going to rub some blisters on your ankles, or if you're going to see something that makes you just so happy that your mascara runs just that little bit down your cheeks. I've got some wet wipes here. Sometimes if you're feeling a little sweaty or your hands get a little sticky, you just want something to wipe your hands off with. And then I've just got a little pin cushion of just some pins, assorted needles, just things to hold it together while you go for the thread to sew everything up. So that's a little insight into what I carry in my cosplay repair kit at OdaFest. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see everybody at OdaFest. Take care.